Okay, so here we are. We filled in our seating plan and we are able to click on View Seating Plan to see a kind of student-friendly version. So the next step is to have a look at the other parts of this spreadsheet. So here we've got where we can enter our student information. Okay, I copy and pasted some in earlier. This is where the other information would go. There's nothing in there at the moment. This wouldn't be used anywhere else in the spreadsheet. This just exists in this table. It's only these sections on the left that I've automatically filled in that get copied across. And you can see the names have been copied across to the right hand side as well. This is where we can add in assessments. This is almost where your mark book comes in as well. So the names are automatically copied across into there. We can add in either tests, or if you want to add in any assessed pieces of work that happen during your lessons, you can put marks in here, and that can go across to the right as you need it to. In some of mine, sort of question level analysis for each assessment that my guys have done, and if they are, like my year 11 class for example, they've got a good couple of years worth of assessment, so I go quite far off to the right, but that's not a problem. The sort of mark book section to the right hand side, second bit having my made sense to make everything on one line, but I've actually below, so we have more class sheet underneath, and on the right hand side we've got the homework log. So here what I like to do is any homework that I expect, and it's a nice easy way standing in how to build quite a nice picture of any patterns. Work on time every time. It's a circle which goes nice and green. L for late, X is red. That means it hasn't been handed in at all. As emerge as the year progresses, allows you to feed into reports or parents even as well. I'll in the same sheet, and again you can see the names have been copied across that table that I copied in earlier. If we move further to the left, again this is our reporting, so we have sort of data points during the school year where we track things like attitude to learning, homework, their current progress and things like that, and so having the homework log helps feed into this quite easily, and keep a track of how they're doing, and I can look at how they're doing last time. Has anything changed since then? And again, that's just all in the same sheet. And then over on this left hand side we've got the lesson log. Now this kind of this is where I live normally in this sort of section here. I've got my seating plan at the top and my lesson log below. One other thing I haven't mentioned with the seating plan is this table down here. So we've got the class split into their subgroups, so we've got male, female, PP, non-PP, etc., and whether or not they're above expected or below their target grades. So that just gives us a fairly quick view of all the different subgroups at a glance. And here we've got the lessons that I teach this class in. So you might have noticed in the first video we said 7A1 was week 1 Monday, week 2 Friday. That's been put there because in our lesson log it's automatically filled in the dates for week 1 Monday and week 2 Friday. So it's already worked out that I teach those classes on those days, and so it's filled in each of those dates into here, and it also includes things like inset days, which has been imported from the calendar as well, and bank holidays. So what I can do here is I can enter what I'm teaching them for that lesson. So the 31st of August would have still been in the summer holidays, but after that they would have been in school. So the 11th, let's just make this fairly generic now. Lesson 1, then lesson 2, then lesson 3. That's going to bug me. I'm going to get rid of the S. and then we can keep a note of any absent students. So let's say Harry was missing in lesson, but I've forgotten their names. There we go. Barry did well, so he got points, and Ivan was playing up. So now in the notes section, I can say they did okay with the content. Only got to task B or something like that. So note for next time to say start with recap, then task B before moving on. Okay, it just gives me a nice little insight to that lesson, or what I need to do at the start of the next lesson that would normally go in my planner, but I can just put it all into the same spreadsheet here. And that will go down throughout the year, so you can see it goes way beyond the number of lessons I would have for this Year 7 class. With the GCSE classes, it fills it up a little bit more, where obviously we teach them more often. And now, the good thing about this bit is this is where it feeds in to the dynamic timetable. So we're going to go back to that bit. That's going to be the focus of the next video.